You're watching For Jaspo TV, Lakewood, Florida, in the USA. Wapgadikata Jaspo TV, Lakewood, Florida, aux États-Unis.
Well, welcome. My name is Derline Pierre Louis. I am with ESSI. I am the founder and CEO of Economic Solution Services, Inc. And as I promised you, when you are watching this show on 4JAS4 TV or when you're listening to us on this radio station, we're going to be talking about none other than minding your business. So welcome to Mind Your Business. And today I have two very special guests for you. And believe me, you are going to be intrigued. How do you reach ESSI? You can reach us via phone at 561-877-4662, or you can visit our beautiful office located at 3411 West Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33436. So today, I am passionate about my young entrepreneurs. I'm always bragging about the youth because they are definitely our future. And if we do not take care of them, if we do not enhance their skills and talent, and if we do not take advantage of all their technology expertise that they were born with innately, then we are going to lose this generation because they do not operate the way we do. They think faster, they work in microwave speed, and we need them as much as they need us. So today, in Mind Your Business, I have my guest with me. You know her, none other than Martine Pierre Paul of Modern Etiquette Academy, Leadership and Academy.
Yes. Hi, Derline.
Hi, Martine. So, last time we got together, we talked about the youth, we talked about the millennials, but today we have a special guest.
We do.
So, you're going to help me introduce this special guest because I know you're more in love with him than I am. I'm a little jealous, but I'm okay with that. I can share him with you. So.
Absolutely. So, it is my pleasure to today to be here with you again and to introduce our guest, Chef Phon, who does an incredible job with catering typically our business events. And I enjoy his specialties. He's got so many specialties that you're going to love hearing about. And please help me welcome Chef Phon.
Welcome, Chef Phon.
Hello, how you guys doing?
We are doing fantastic. Look at that smile. Isn't he handsome?
I'm glad to be here.
So, Chef Phon, today is all about you. You get to brag. You know how we're told to be humble and not talk about our skills and our talents? Well, guess what? The mic is all yours. The camera is all yours. You are bragging all the way. Yes. So, brag about yourself.
Alright, so first and foremost, I want to say I did not have dreams of growing up cooking. Like, this happened right after high school. I was stuck home. I grew up with hoop dreams, like most kids around where I'm from. I wanted to go to the NBA. Things didn't work out as planned. And I always was just very thoughtful of my skills. What can I do that I love to make money? I feel like you have to be doing something that you love and be making money, not just making money because you'll be stressed out. So a few people, it was mainly friends and family that told me to start cooking. I didn't even think about it at all, like cooking. I don't want to cook. So I was like, let me start taking this serious. I really hopped on YouTube, started looking up recipes, and I was like, I could do this. So I looked up a few culinary schools, and immediately I lost hope because most of the culinary schools around our area were way more expensive than going D1 and paying out of pocket. So I finally found a school that I could afford, financial aid helped out, and I really loved it. Like, not even just the cooking, like the response and how people acted to my food, how I could bring people together, like every bit about it. Like, I loved it.
In case you all can't see the resemblance, this is my firstborn, my pride and joy, the one who helped me earn the title of motherhood. And he forgot to tell you that Thanksgiving is a major to-do in our family, okay? So, yes, he didn't think of going into a career as a chef, but he was involved with us creating recipes. Anybody who's ever been a guest at my mother's table on Thanksgiving knows we always alter the recipes. So when he tells you he finds recipes online, believe me, they've been doctored out, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But you bring up a good point, and that's why I'm so excited for you. You said to find something that you're passionate about and make money. That's why you see so many people with second careers, typically, not always, but most of the time. I'm one of those examples, because we didn't follow our passion. We went for the career and the money, and then 25 years later, we're then starting what we're passionate about. So congratulations on finding that out from the get-go and pursuing it.
At a very young age.
Yeah.
So Chef Phon is full of layers. And like I said, today is his day to brag to the world. But before he gets to do some more bragging, we will take a little break so that we can give him a chance to tell us how he's going to be bragging about himself. And you have my full permission, you know that, right? All right. So Martine,
Yes.
last time we were on, we talked about the millennials. We talked about how they're so creative and how they have the microwave mindset and their ability to just make things happen like this. We see a lot of millionaires are from the millennials and the young generation. So when we come back, we'll talk of that, and then we'll talk to Chef Phon and find out what else he's doing besides cooking, doing something that he loves, feeding the homeless. There's a lot of things that he does. I didn't even know until I heard from other people.
We'll find out more today.
We will
then.
find out more today. So we will be right back. Don't forget, when you reach out to us at ESSI, mention the code 2747. Call us at 561-877-4662 or visit us at 3411 West Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida 33436. ESSI is here to support the community, individuals with their financial needs, bookkeeping, accounting, and tax preparation for businesses, and also budgeting, credit restoration, and tax planning for individuals. So when you call us, don't forget to mention the code 2747. We'll be right back.
Nom c'est Alan Daphnis pour bureau avocat Rogetinski and Matthews. Sou gade, de temps en temps la pluie a tombé et ou même qui gen propre caille par ou, ouais qu'on a subi une série de dommages en dedans caille là à cause de la pluie. L'eau envahit tout en dedans caille là, mur craqué, limon a pleuvé dans tout coin. Donc ou même qui ouais que c'est dommage ça yo qu'on a subi dans caille là à cause de la pluie. Pas encourageons pour les bureaux avocat Rogetinski and Matthews, y a voyé un public adjuster venir évaluer dommage qu'on a subi en dedans caille là. Yo pas charge pour ça, y a prend ça en charge et les compagnies assurance là pour capable faire voir l'argent pour réparer dommages qu'on subit en dedans Kayoa. Songez les avocats Sam dans bureau Rogetinski and Matthews Kounia dans 954 995 3805. C'est 954 995 3805. Songez, le pape charge 5 cop pour inspection ou mettre les avocats Sam Kounia et dire c'est Alan Daphnis qui m'a dit pour relève. Fais ça Kounia. Les avocats Sam Rogetinski dans bureau Rogetinski and Matthews 954 995 3805. C'est 954 995 3805.
Depuis 1989, Al Hendrickson Toyota a pour recevoir chaleureusement tout client.
Bienvenue dans Al Hendrickson Toyota, capitale liquidation sur Florida. Que ce soit besoin de machine neuve ou usagers de toutes sortes, relez-nous. Mauvais crédit, pas de problème. Bon crédit, c'est ça net.
Service après-vente là efficace et une facilité client avec transportation gratis. Atmosphère famille dans dealer permet toutes celles associées de prendre décision dans avantage client. Il a mis tête ensemble avec manager pour solutionner tout problème et même faire rencontrer maître dealer personnellement pour joindre satisfaction.
Comme nous connaissons dans Al Hendrickson Toyota, il y a deux sales managers haïtiens qui bataillent pour nous, Bernard et Michael.
Al Hendrickson Toyota,
it's all about you.
Al Hendrickson Toyota, 5201 West Temple Road. Téléphone 954 972 1100.
Welcome back. I missed you, and I know you definitely missed me. So let me take off my glasses so you can really see my eyes. You see how much I miss you? All right. So here's the deal. At Mind Your Business, we don't just talk about your business, you know, the physical building or the location that you provide your services at. We also talk about your mental business, and we also talk about your financial business. And today, with the help of Chef Phon, we're going to talk about your health business and your financial business. You didn't know that. I told you this kid is full of surprises. Excuse me, this young man is full of surprises. All right. So, Martine.
Yes.
Back to the millennials, back to the young generation. Both you and I are very passionate about the youth, our future. I know you mentor a couple kids through the program at St. Andrews.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about why you're going at that angle, and also how we can bring in Chef Phon to help in that capacity as well.
We're finding more and more, and it's probably been for the last decade or so, that the millennials, they're not necessarily following the path that we followed. Whereas we finish high school, we get a degree, we get a job. They're looking at entrepreneurship like never before. And what we're seeing also, we're seeing multimillionaires that are in their 20s. So typically, somebody would retire before they buy their yacht. Well, not with the millennials. They're buying yachts in their 20s because they've already made their millions, or they've had a company that was so successful that they've sold. So for those reasons, we're nurturing more and more millennials. For example, in Boca, right out of middle school, where they're learning how to be an entrepreneur, and they're building their business from scratch. So when we have someone like you, Chef Phon, who's already doing it, it makes sense to get you involved with them, because if you find somebody who's interested in the food industry and hospitality, and he or she is in middle school or high school, what an inspiration for you to be working with them side by side. Right now we have an example where there's a Boca Raton high school senior who has already studied her business. She's been in business for 2 years now, and she came back to visit my kids that I'm mentoring so that they can see you can do it too while you're in school. But a lot of those kids are really, they're not looking to go get a 9-to-5. They're entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Well, that's the reason why I really wanted to have Chef Phon on our show. Because Mind Your Business is not just, like I said at the beginning, it's not just minding your actual business. People hear the word business and they just think of you being an entrepreneur, you being a boss, even though my bracelet says boss. Can you see my boss bracelet? I went to an event yesterday. I'm just boss. I went to support one of my girlfriends in Miami. She has a great program that supports women in entrepreneurship. And yesterday she had some young entrepreneurs, and I was so excited. And I'm like, I'm so excited. Yesterday I was with young entrepreneurs and women. And then today I get to sit with my son, and he's going to tell us more about what he's doing. So to tie in with what you talked about, mentorship is great, because I notice peer learning is the best. Do you feel better when you have an adult teaching you something, or when you have somebody at your age or maybe a little older, like college grade, teaching you?
Definitely my age. So my homegirl Key Baptiste, shout out to Key, she put me on to Forex trading. So that's what I've been doing on the side. It's definitely been giving me a lot of cushion room and a lot of revenue to like actually invest in myself and my business, and just to have that freedom to not go clock in a 9-to-5 and have to work and build someone else's dream.
But as you're building your dream, with every industry, with every business, what people fail to accept is that it's not a straight line. There's some ups and downs, and I'm sure with you dealing with Forex, you know there's a lot of ups and downs.
Definitely. I lost money, I made a lot of money, but it's definitely a process. Just having a level mind, having a set goal, and just sticking the course, because no matter who you are, how rich, how poor, you're always going to have problems. You're always going to take losses. So you just stick to your course.
So how do you motivate yourself when you do take a loss?
That goes back to having a level mind. So with a level mind, when you take a loss, you're not too sad or too angry. But when you win, you're not too happy as well. So you handle wins and losses the same. So you're basically neutral. You give yourself a pat on the shoulder when you take a win, but you don't beat yourself up when you take a loss as well.
Okay. So how do you feel with Key? She's the one that's mentored you through the Forex. How do you feel with you giving back and paying it forward and mentoring other students who may not want to per se go into the industry of food, but they may want to go into hospitality? How does that tie in with what you do?
Oh, it definitely ties all in because I cater as well, so that's definitely hospitality. Some caterers don't cater full events, but that's what I'm working towards. So some of those kids might need to work for me. So
you'll give them the hands-on internship experience.
Give them the hands-on and just being around someone that's, even if it's not directly what you want to do, but being around someone that's in your industry is definitely way better than looking up someone on YouTube or just hearing about it. Just having that one-on-one.
Okay. So mentorship appeals to you, so I like that. Because a lot of times what we talked about, I believe a couple weeks ago, is about the self-centeredness. Like a lot of the millennials are just, what's in it for me? That's it. Okay, you're not benefiting me in these X, Y, Z. I'm moving on. But as you hear, when they have another peer that they can mentor, that mentee feels, okay, wait a minute, if he or she is doing this, then I can do it too. And then they also want to pay it forward.
Yes.
So you're finding that with your program where you're mentoring a couple kids?
Absolutely. So the mentee, like you mentioned, they relate better because this is somebody who is who's walked their shoes recently, unlike us 30 years ago. So they relate better. And for the millennials, as a sense of giving back, they care about when there's a cause that you guys care about, you're full speed.
Yes.
Where they're demotivated is when they're at a job and they don't see a future and they don't see the growth, and so they leave.
Yeah.
Until they find their true passion.
Because they're not satisfied. So you're cooking. You told me a while back. Well, you failed to say that you did start culinary arts class in high school.
Well, you had a head start.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. I went to Lake High School, so y'all could look up. It wasn't a culinary school.
It wasn't culinary, but they taught you how to set tables and all that stuff. No, none of that? Okay, so let's leave Atlantic alone then, okay.
That was the first period chill spot.
A chill spot?
Yeah.
Okay. But when did your passion ignite? Because I know when you and I talked, you said people need medical health, they need a place to stay, and they need food on their table.
It really started when I was already cooking and selling plates, so I had already went through culinary school. I already found out what I wanted to do, but it really kicked. It was one Saturday. It was really slow. I remember I sold only 4 plates, and I was just so down on myself, and I was like, I'm not gonna let this food. Usually I was just like, I didn't sell any plates. I'll get the food. I'll just give it to my mom, like tell her do whatever, bring it to your friends, whatever, or throw it out. I was like, let me just go around, find some homeless people, and I'm pretty sure they haven't had a meal to eat today, or not, better yet, a meal of my kind, a solid meal that's gonna last for a couple hours. So once I passed out a few meals, I instantly went back home and grabbed all the pans, and I made like 20-30 plates, and I was like, all right, this is really what I'm gonna do. I want to build my business to the point where I could fund my own nonprofit organization and I could just feed the homeless. Like, honestly, like, it's so many people that needs help just in my city, and that really hit me.
And I didn't know he was doing that.
That's phenomenal.
I forgot who told me. Somebody told me. And I'm like, really? They said they saw you at some kind of corner at one intersection passing out plates. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought maybe he signed up with the Caring Kitchen or some other nonprofit organization. I didn't know he was passing out his food that didn't get sold. And you see what he said. Amazing. He was so down. 4 plates. That's enough for you to be so discouraged. It's like opening your office and nobody comes in, nobody calls you, the phones don't ring. It's depressing.
Absolutely.
So you're not working for someone who, and that's what I try to impart and partake on my interns. When you come to this office, which is why I think I shared with you that I used to meet my interns at certain clients' offices, like my mechanic shops and my tire shops. You know why? So when they're sitting in their nicely decorated office with their nice computers and nice desk and air conditioner, they understand that those numbers they're crunching belong to this man who's out in the sun, or this woman who's standing on her feet, smelling the chemicals, doing the relaxers or doing the nails. They are working hard to make those dollars that we are putting in the right categories for them. So a lot of times when I would get my interns, the first initial interview, I would tell them, I'm going to be meeting you at this address. And I said, business casual. So they come there, they're like, oh, I thought I was meeting you at your office. Your address is this and this. No, you're meeting me so you can see the faces behind those numbers.
Absolutely. You need to be able to put a name to the face, and you need to be able to relate to the business owner. When I was in banking, we did it all the time. There was always a site visit to really get to know the mechanic or the accountant or the chef to feel what you're going through. Because how can we position ourselves to help you if we don't even see where you work? We don't have a good idea for it. That's for sure. That's for sure.
So how long have you been running? You didn't tell us your title.
Oh, I'm a personal chef.
Your personal chef. So do you want to let everybody know how they can reach you for catering and for any event planning?
So for caterings, meal preps, private dining, you can reach me at my email, Chef Phon. So Chef, PHON 7 @gmail.com, or my phone number 561-699-7786. Also, my IG account is Chef Phon. So just Chef PHON.
Okay, so they can reach you through IG. They'll see. Do you post like when you have events and?
Oh yeah, I post daily.
Okay, you post daily.
Yeah.
Oh, you better than me. That's the whole social media thing. So, how long have you been in business?
So I know I started cooking after high school. So I've officially been in business about only a year and a half now.
Okay. So officially only a year and a half. And in that year and a half, what lessons have you learned for someone who's starting their business that you can help them propel forward, maybe bypass some of the mishaps?
Oh, definitely. Before you start anything, definitely plan. Like, don't just jump into something because you like it. You really have to plan. This is money involved. This is your life. You need to get bills paid as well. You still have to live and eat. So you definitely have to plan. As far as for me, because I had so many jobs. Everyone's not like me. I will leave a job with no money in my bank account, knowing I'm gonna be fine, because that's just my mindset. But definitely don't leave a job till you're financially set to fund your business, so that because you're gonna take L's in the beginning, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes that you're gonna learn from. So you need to have a little cushion to sit on. I didn't have that cushion, but definitely, I definitely advise anybody that's starting a business to, even if you're tired of your job, set a goal. If you want to leave in 5 to 3 months, to have a certain amount saved up, have a plan, your target market, who you're trying to sell to, what products you're trying to have, and just what's your overall goal. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to be in business for years? Are you trying to grow a business to sell it? Like, you have to have a real plan.
So can you give us a little breakdown as to, you said have a cushion. What would you suggest a cushion would be? How would you determine and calculate a cushion?
Oh, everyone's different, but as far as business, I can't, because everyone's in different businesses, I can't say a business cushion, but I know at least have 3 to 4 months saved up of your personal bills, like whether it's rent, phone bill, food. Just have that saved up, because especially if you're leaving your job and taking this on full time, you definitely want to have that saved up. You do not know, life happens, flat tire, car breakdown, so you definitely want to have a cushion. You can't predict life, so you want to have a cushion for all that.
So you're saying basically the B word. I know a lot of people don't like the B word. That's the budget word. So you would put a list together. Okay, my rent is this much, so I need 3 months or 4 months of that. I've advised you. What has been my advice to you? What's my ideal cushion before you leave your job?
3 months.
3 months?
6.
3 to 6.
No, 6. I'm stern. I don't do 3 months. 6 to 8 months, and then the ideal is at least a year. And it's not just your expenses; it's your expenses and or your income, whichever is greater. Because your expenses may be $3,000 a month, but you're bringing in $5,000. So if you can save that $5,000 for 6 months, that's $30,000. And now when you leave that job, then you need to reduce your expenses. And you know that from experience. Before I went into my business, I reduced our lifestyle, right? We got rid of the internet, the cable, and all the phones and the splurge. Right. And we did that, but we didn't feel deprived, because that gave us more time to spend with each other. We did road trips, we did different things. Right. So it's understanding why, your big why. And I love that you say, okay, when you have your business, what is the plan? Are you planning on growing that business to sell it? So then if you're growing that business to sell, then it cannot really be tied into your name unless your name could stand alone. Like with your business, Chef Phon, somebody can own Chef Phon and don't have to be your name. So I like that. So you put a lot of thought into that. So what else do we not know about you, Mr. Investor in Forex, and want to mentor young entrepreneurs and personal chef and caterer?
Oh, I could say this, especially for a lot of young folks. I fell in love with reading. That was one thing that really helped me. I kid you not, I never read a book from the front cover to the back cover until after high school. I never read a book. I was in the IB, International Baccalaureate. I've been in a lot of AP programs. I've never read a book full from front page to back cover. So once I actually started picking up books, and I heard this quote that really sat with me. They said rich people put everything you need to know in the book because they know poor people don't read. And that really stuck with me because most of the rich people I do know read way more books than I can even think of reading. So I started picking up books, investment books, books about business, books about life, books on how to treat people better, like just books on every aspect. And it really helped me. It really helped me how to speak better, just how to talk to people better, just open my mind, really.
Awesome. I am so proud. Yes, I can honestly say he did not like to read. I used to pay them during the summer for every book they read, both him and his brother. So believe me, he's not telling you a story. He's telling you the truth. So Martine, besides him being my son, I know you have your own relationship with him because a lot of the events that you go to and that you do, this is your exclusive chef.
That's right.
So what is it about him that attracts you more to wanting to work with other young entrepreneurs in our community?
So there's a drive with the young entrepreneurs, and I find that in Chef Phon. I remember very specifically I had a request. It was a last minute request for a proposal that I was submitting, right? And for me to be able to do my pricing, I need to have the food cost. And it was last minute, and it wasn't his day off, and I needed to have it by a certain deadline. I reached out to you. Hopefully I apologized enough and begged a little, but not only were you able to give it to me, you delivered me the proposal earlier than you promised. So the idea of they can be overachievers.
Yes.
So under promise, over deliver.
That's great.
You executed on that, and to me, that's very important because that was a very significant opportunity for our business.
And so that speaks wonders. Because even in my industry, I'll tell a client, your books will be ready in 2 weeks, and I love to deliver it in a week. And if I can work overtime and deliver it in 3-4 days, because I know they have a deadline and they need their books in order to get that loan, or in order to get the refinance, or in order to get that line of credit for their appliances or materials or equipment that they need, it's fantastic. So as a young entrepreneur, as a young man, as a young person, for you to have someone like this speak about your delivery process, mwah, that is fantastic. So Mr. Pierre Louis, can you please let everybody know how to reach you for catering or personal chef or meal planning?
You can reach me at my Gmail account, Chef Phon, CHEFPHON, the number 7 at gmail.com, or my number 561-699-7786.
And your IG?
My IG is Chef Phon as well. No number 7, just Chef Phon. Chef PHON.
All right. So Miss Martine,
Yes.
Pierre Paul of Modern Etiquette Leadership and Academy.
Yes.
We gotta get an acronym
It's a long
for this.
name. We need to
No,
shorten
but
it.
we gotta get an acronym.
Just for you, we'll shorten it,
Just
Derline.
for me. Just
My
for me.
pleasure.
Please tell people how they can reach you.
Sure, thank you so much. I can be reached at 561-351-0219. Again, that number is 561-351-0219, and the name is Martine Pierre Paul. Thank
Of
you.
Modern.
Of the Modern Etiquette and Leadership Academy.
Yeah! And you all know how to reach me. 561-877-4662. and I am the CEO and founder of Economic Solution Services Inc. And as you can see, I enjoy this. I've got my senior here, I have my junior here, and together we are making sure that everybody is minding their business. So Chef Phon, on another occasion, we'll bring him in. He'll talk about his nutritious, his, I don't want to call it a diet, I'll say lifestyle plan, because he's very into the health and exercising. And yeah, I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning running to the beach. I'm going to tell you that right now. You all know me.
Don't pick me up on your way.
Yeah, we're not going to join him. So you can come to the office at 3411 West Woodbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33436. You all know it's tax season. Yes, I did not talk about tax season because this is all about entrepreneurship. This is all about minding your business, minding your actual business. If you want to start a business, we can help you at Economic Solution Services Inc. If you want to grow your business, we can help you. If you need financing and funding, we can help you put the numbers together so you can look handsome and pretty to the banker or to the lender. You know why? Because we will have you face the numbers and actually realize where you're standing right now. Like Chef Phon mentioned, you need to have a plan. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 months, 12 months. How much is it going to cost you to run and operate your business? What do you need to cut back in your own lifestyle to operate that business? If that business is important to you, you will do what you need to do to make it come to fruition. So I thank you so very much for tuning in to 4 Jasper TV. And please, when you call the office, 2747 is the secret code. And when you come by to visit us, don't forget to mention you saw us, you watched us on 4 Jasper TV, and you heard us on this radio station. Again, it was a pleasure and an honor. My name is Derline Pierre Louis.